In 2019, my husband and I saw an interview that millions of people were also able to see. A woman in her home with her husband in front of the camera said that she might be visited by her family of light. She said that if something happened, people should stay calm. She said that when they came, she would feel a lot of heat. Suddenly, a large oval presence of light entered like plasma. You know, like plasma, right? And it was going also inside of her body. And the left side of her face became light. Her face was transforming while she kept speaking as if everything was normal. But we knew that something was happening. And here I stop. I stop because I remember the movie Cocoon. Do you remember the movie too? Take a look.
It's gonna be a problem. The fuel injection system, the car. What does this do? Reduced to a goddamn peeping Tom now, partner. It's embarrassing.
Take a look just now. You see?
Holy shit.
What's the problem, Jack?
She's not normal. There's something very abnormal about her. Come on. Oh, son of a bitch. All right. I put all kinds of people on this boat. All kinds. All races, come on. All nationalities, all creeds. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Don't start. Oh my God.
It's hard to know who to trust, isn't it, Jack?
Oh my God! Oh God! Oh my God!
Well, the body was like a suit, right? That she removed. And I also thought that because I believed I was a soul animating a body as something separated, divided, I thought the body was like in the movie, like the driver and the car. The driver breathes, but the driver is never the car. The driver breathes inside of the car, but the driver and the car, they are both different. That is what I thought, you see. But now I know I was wrong. That was the logic of having believed in separation, the separation that religion had taught me, because my whole life was based just on repetition, without questioning the reason behind things. And maybe this was also your case. You would tell me. But that is a serious transfer of authority, right? I accepted something only because someone else told me, and I believed that someone else could tell me what life is. That has happened to all of us. We believed that a book, a story, a character, we never met, and the same story repeated from generation to generation was absolute truth. And there was a problem. You need to live truth. Truth is experienced face to face. Everything else is just reality. I can tell you what I saw in 2019. My husband can tell it too, and millions of people like me saw that video, which was immediately removed from social media. But why was it removed if it was just another video? This is the question now, the gold question. Someone has decided that it needed to be removed, and that only confirms now its importance. What happened to the body? That was my first question. And how could she keep speaking as if everything was normal while all of us were seeing a real transfiguration into light? So she only kept saying the same thing, that she felt very hot. And the more heat she felt, the brighter her face became. Her bone structure completely, the blood, the brain, her hair, everything disappeared. And she kept speaking. But I'm talking about the left side, okay? About the left side of her face, of course. But the interviewer started to notice the same thing we were noticing. And she got scared, of course. She thought it was just a mistake, an error. But that woman, the woman said everything was fine. Everything fine, she said. That they were just her brothers. And visiting her just like that. But I felt, oh no, it was more than a visit. It was, you know what? An activation. Listen, because it was an activation. Now I understand it. And this changed everything. From this moment on, it changed my vision of existence and, of course, of this place. Well, the light is not inside the body like a passenger. The light expresses itself as the body, but under a slow-down pattern. If the body can become light, then the division between soul, spirit, and body has to be investigated, right? Because this doesn't look like light escaping from matter. This looks like matter remembering that it is light. It was not like escaping from matter. It was matter remembering that it is just light. And this changed everything. Just like that. Todo in Spanish. Do you understand now why it changed everything? And now I want to ask you a question before I continue, between you and me. Because wait, this continues now. Now this is where it starts getting interesting. Because I investigated, I'm going to ask uncomfortable questions because only that way do you come out of doubt, right? And I want to come out of doubt. Only that way can you also begin to solve your problem, the problem of this reality that feels like a little stone inside the shoe. Just like that. Now I ask you, wait, would you keep walking with a stone inside your shoe? Would you feel embarrassed to take off your shoe in front of people, even if you had a little hole in your sock? Because who knows? Naya, this can happen. Well, I wouldn't, but who knows? Naya, would you feel embarrassed? I wouldn't. I would take off the shoe. Because if there is something I avoid, it is walking with something inside my shoe. With a stone inside my shoe, I can't walk. So many things in this reality feel like this stone, like the stone inside the shoe. And now that I know that this woman became light, and I saw it, and my husband too, and recovered her body of light, now this reality feels exactly like that, like the stone inside the shoe. Are you understand me now? Good. And now I want to ask you, before I continue, if you had the opportunity right now, by yourself, to become a body of light, a being of light, a radiant being of light, a plasma being without organs, intelligent, free, sovereign, where would you begin? Would you begin with the head, like she did? What part would you begin with if it were gradual? Good. I know exactly where I would begin. I know immediately what I would change. I will tell you, without shame, here, just here between you and me again. The first thing I would change would be the situation of hunger. First, to be thirsty doesn't bother me, because drinking my organic malt, very cold, my German malt, in a glass bottle, of course, makes me very happy. It is very healthy, and after, I could say, I consider me a happy being. But half. But the issue of hunger and the avocado, the mango, I'm vegan. But also that all what I'm eating, all those colors ending up like a garbage dump inside the poor intestines, that feels like the famous stone in the shoe, because this is what it is, a stone, like the stone in my shoe. Do you get what I mean? I don't want this situation anymore. And since I want to live like a lily with a floral fragrance, like radiant light without waste, because that is the original memory I carry, a body of light, and a body of light is without something like that inside. You understand me? And my question naturally became, who invented this reality? And who invented and created that all this had to be this way? And why are flowers different from me? And why plasma beings that I'm seeing and I was also seeing in this video, they are different. So well, and I have also my memory, my original memory. And why are flowers different from you and from me? Can you see it now? Now you are understanding me, right? Are you now in the same frequency? Good. Then I would spend the first minutes, the first hours in a body of light. Just like that. Actually, without something like that. Without intestines, without hunger, simply a radiant body of light that only breathes light, and this is enough, that fills itself with the electricity of plasma and the electricity of ether, because you simply breathe light, and that is enough. Basta. Because who said I have to feed on another consciousness inside me? Who? Who said that? Because, Naya, feeding on something means declaring that you have a lack, right? Good. But I was light, and I'm quite sure you were light too, my friend. Then, why did a body of light ever come to have an intestine and hunger? And now we are getting closer, very close to the point of all this investigation of this channel. From now on, I have a proposal for you, subscribe to the channel, because you know what? Now we are going to start. Give me, please, your opinion. Let me know what are you thinking, because in the next video, wait for me, I'm going to talk about uncomfortable things, about everything I have found out, because I am still looking for my friend Mayinka. My friend Mayinka knows her. And now I'm asking, would you also watching the same video in 2019? Let me know. And if you know or have seen my friend Majinka, please let me know. I'm showing now his picture. I have asked already, but a lot of people are saying the same. Lialu, sorry, we don't know. I only know Majinka said this day, oh, now I know what I have to do. And this was, what do you think? What are you thinking? I'm quite sure she's now away, just away. Now, yeah, but this begins now, okay? This begins just now. But I want to tell you something. So if she is still in this reality, because maybe they took her out, maybe they took her out completely, and she doesn't have to die, her body doesn't die, because if they took her out completely, then she became a body of light and just left. So well, this begins now, and get ready, because what I'm bringing you, oh wow, it's a lot of news, and also about that, because I have discovered some things. I have found out some things. This is getting very interesting. I'm very happy, muy feliz. And meanwhile, I want to see you smiling, full of hope. But do you know what matters now? Most. From now on, I feel free, libre. Do you know why? Because I remember Jiddu Krishnamurti. Truth is a passless land, you see, without pass. So I free myself from channelers, I free myself from the New Age, from Galactic Confederation, and everybody who said to me, because I have contact with Andromeda and Sirius and blah, blah, blah. So I free myself from religion too. Yes. Because religion has nothing to do with the existence, eternal existence, and with the original source of existence. I hope I can one day ask a lot of things just in front of, because I have questions, and I'm quite sure you too. And do you know why? Yes, because now I become an observer. Just like that, I want to observe. But now I also say to all those who speak about the experience of leaving the body and seeing the body as a separated things, divided, because that woman didn't have to leave the body. That woman became light in front of all of us, just in front of all of us, like that. That means that the same body, the same cells, the same molecules of that body are the same light that was slowed down, just slowed down particles of light. Good. We see it now. We can see now. And now it's very clear. Wait for me, because I will be back and you will see everything. We are going to find out. Oh yes, we are going to find out. So, my beautiful you, have a beautiful day. Try to spend the day in harmony, playing your beautiful musical instrument or learning to play one, maybe kalimba, maybe my tongue drums. And yeah, just stay smiling. Try to live free from arguments, because that is one of the most important things that we need to let it go, just let it go. Thank you for listening to me, and we see us, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Stay with me. Bye-bye. See you later.